Greetings everyone. So I'm making this video again because TikTok was acting weird yesterday and part of the audio of the video I made was deleted. So in this video, I want to talk about a concept that I think has definitely gone unnoticed concerning what is called the then cosmos. Where we read here in 2 Peter chapter 3, through which the then cosmos being down flooded in water wholly loosened itself away, which the water being referenced here is the water in Genesis 1:2. So the then cosmos is referring to prior to what became in the what is called tohu bohu here. This is a complete derangement, an inner-outer derangement of both the heavens and earth, which of course was not the flood of Noah. The flood of Noah happened not shortly after this, actually, which we'll talk about next. So when we come back to 2 Peter chapter 3, if we back up to verse 5, we read, "For it is unnoticed to them, those willing this, that there was a heavens out of old," Genesis 1:1, "and an earthland out of water." Then we see, "and through water." Now, these two prepositions are very important in this verse, which have gotten manipulated in all other Bible translations. Because this water here is not this water here. The out of the water here, again, is Genesis 1:2. "And the earthland became a chaos and a discomposure, and darkness was on the face of the tumult. And the spirit wind of the Elohim vibrated over the face of the waters." Where then the through water here is the Mabul, or the flood of Noah waters of Genesis 6:17. But here I am bringing the Mabul waters on the earthland. Okay, so we have two different contexts of waters here, where notice the writer says, "having taken stand together due to the word of God." So what does this mean? Whatever evil happened in this eon, heavens and earth, cosmos, carried over to this present heavens and earth. So this is the taking stand together, which the writer of 2 Peter is communicating. Where understand that each representation of heavens and earth here's the then cosmos, and the present is an eon, one eon. So from this point to this very day is the same eon, which the evil that caused this judgment here took stand together here, which the Mabul waters were as a result of fallen angels mixing with women and animals. That's why God collected all the animals. This is seen in Jasher chapter 4, verse 18 specifically, as well as the book of Enoch. But the point being is that the out of water and through water carries to the concept of this water, and then the water of Genesis chapter 6, not shortly after this water, verse 17, with the Mabul, the flood, where God had Noah collecting up all of the animals because they were all being corrupted. So we are presently still in an evil eon that carried over from the previous eon here. So we have a heavens and earthland out of old, that out of water and then through water, which have taken stand together. And the rectification of all this evil is going to have to be in the next heavens and earth. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13, "But according to his promised things, we hope for a new heavens and a new earthland where righteousness down dwells." Down dwells means all regardingly down dwells. Where if we jump down here to verse 18, at the conclusion, When the writer speaks of the day of the eon, he's talking about the first day of a new heavens and earth in parallel to Genesis chapter 1, verse 3. So this will be another Genesis 1:3 as we enter into a new heavens and earth, a new eon, which each heavens and earth representation is one eon. So back here, the then cosmos that the writer is referring to here is an eon, where the now present heavens and earth is an eon. This is clearly seen in Ephesians 2:2 if you have a good Bible translation, which has not corrupted the word eon, in which you once having walked according to the eon of this same cosmos, this present heavens and earth, which the same concept is seen in 1 Corinthians 1:20, where Paul refers to this eon and the wisdom of the cosmos, this eon, now cosmos, in contrast to the then cosmos. When Paul says that we are lifted out and aside out of the evil eon, well, again, the evil goes all the way back to Genesis with the appearance of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, where in Genesis 6:5, and Yahweh saw that the evil of the human was much in the earthland, and that every formed part of the calculations of his heart was only evil all the day. So, again, whatever caused this tumult here in Genesis 1:2, which the heavens and earth out of old became, not was, the word haya defines something that becomes something. And something doesn't become something unless it's not that thing previously. Was evil, which carried over and took stand together in this eon. And then even after the flood, okay, the Nephilim, Genesis 6:4, are appearing. And the Nephilim came to be in the earthland in those very days and also after that, which all resulted in the Mabul waters. So this is what I think is unnoticed. Again, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5, it is a notice to them that those willing this, willfully ignorant, that there was a heavens out of old and an earthland, out of water and through water, having taken stand together due to the word of God, through which the then cosmos, Genesis 1:1, being down flooded in water, Genesis 1:2, wholly loosened itself away, but now the heavens now present is stored up with fire, which in verse 10 here, we see that there will be a repeat of Genesis 1:2 event. Defined in this word here, life defluently come pass by, which I've made a video talking about this word mistranslated in all other Bible translations. My LIT series 042 video here. So after this event, the life defluently come pass by of the heavens and the earth, we will enter a new heavens and earth, where again the day of the eon is the first day in a parallel to Genesis 1:3.